Welcome back to the List Building Lifestyle. I'm your host, Igor Kafetz, and today I'm finally interviewing a guest I've been chasing for years to come on my show. My dear friend, Dean Holland, was the author of The Iceberg Effect, a book with the foreword by Russell Brunson that sold over 17,000 copies at this point, is one of the leading books, in my opinion, in affiliate marketing. And a multiple two Comma Club award winner, and an all around just great guy, really. One of my bestest friends in the industry, for sure, for years now. He also owns an affiliate program, which I've joined a couple years back, with which I've made over $300,000 in commissions. So, I mean, when I think of Dean Holland, I only think happy thoughts. He's my happy place, if you will, in the internet marketing space. So, Dean, thank you so much for finally making it to our show.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. We've got to make it good now, right? We kind of had all this wait and it not be the best show you've ever had. So I'm here to hopefully deliver.
Oh yeah, I know you will, man. I know you will. If there's one thing, this industry is full of people who are who can overpromise and deliver, but you've always been the exact opposite, and that's why I think you've been just amazing at it too. Because you started out, I think, slightly before I did, but you quickly rose to some incredible success levels. I remember supporting your first or second product launch, and that was pretty big. And at the time, you were working with Alex Jeffries, I think, as well, right?
Yeah.
That was
Yes, very true. Yeah.
that was like 2010.
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah. Yeah. You are going back. Yeah. 2010, 2011, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And today I'm excited to chat with you and to have our list builders as well eavesdrop on this conversation, because you're one of the few people who's telling it like it is, especially in your book. You're explaining why most affiliate marketers are failing right now, and this message, I think, is everyone needs to hear it, because it's not like affiliate marketing is this impossible thing. Like the reason that the failure rate is so high is not because people are dumb or anything. It's there's a very specific set of reasons and a very specific set of actions that people either taking or not taking that's leading to all this failure, which you talk about in your book. So maybe you can walk us through a couple of things that you see being the reason as to why affiliate marketing has become this graveyard of dreams, if you will, right? And how someone can raise themselves from failure to success with affiliate marketing.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So, like you say, I've been doing this a long time. Affiliate marketing, before I had my book, before I had any of my own products, I was just like a beginner that didn't have that experience. So affiliate marketing was the thing that just seemed perfect to me, right? For all the benefits it comes with. You don't need your own products. You don't need to be that expert. But I think the problem comes is because there's so many benefits that really present affiliate marketing as the easy option, and I say that cautiously. I think the better thing would be it's the easier option for a beginner to start out with. But I think the problem is you very quickly start getting just surrounded by, get rich quick with no work, no effort, no nothing. Sometimes it's like you can blink and just be rich according to some sales pages, right? And I think the thing is that is possible. You can get rich quick. You can make money while you sleep. You can do all this stuff, but it doesn't happen when you don't know what you're doing. Right. And I think that's the thing, like, especially for me, when I started, I thought that would be me before I knew what I was doing, because it didn't sound like you needed to really do a lot. Which, I kind of balance this. There isn't that many things you do need to learn to get good at to do affiliate marketing, but it still requires some effort, and I think one of the things that I quickly got wrong myself is that I was spending a lot of money. I was buying a lot of programs, buying a lot of courses, a lot of software, a lot of stuff. But I wasn't making any money. And at the time, I didn't realize why that was. But ultimately, I think this is actually the trap that a lot of people online and affiliate marketers, they fall into, right? And ultimately, it could be summarized in saying that we're spending more than we're making. I'm not against buying products. Everybody should be investing in themselves. How else are you going to learn, right? I'm not sitting here with an anti-invest in yourself message, quite the opposite. But the cold hard reality is that when we look at why I failed, why I lost, why I got into debt, and why most people are, they are spending more money than they make. and that's the opposite definition of having a business, right? And I think I'm quite fortunate in a way, because my very first entrepreneurial venture into a real business wasn't actually on the internet. I bought a food truck when I was like 18, 19 years of age. So I actually, and a lot of people don't know this about me, but I learned very early on that I had to go and buy products, food, like raw ingredients, like buns and burgers and all kinds of stuff. And then I had to prepare it and make it and sell it at a profit, And so if I paid $1 for something in wholesale, I had to sell it for $2, $3 or more. And so early on in my life, in my late teen years, I learned about this concept of profit, right? And actually named my company after it, Internet Profits, because that taught me early on that if I can buy something at a low price, sell it at a high price, well, now I have a business. And so when I came online, I already had this understanding that it's about making a profit. If I can provide people with solutions that help them, and I can do so for less than it cost me to do that, now I'm in business. But unfortunately, that just didn't happen, right? And so it took me several years to figure out, well, how do you do this profitably? How do I buy courses? How do I get mentors? And how do I get traffic and do all these things that have to be done profitably? And I think it's so easy to get wrapped up in this space of just thinking like, I want to make money. And really, you don't want to make money. You want to make money profitably. And I think that would be my just first big thing to anybody listening into this chat we're having is like, think about that piece. It's not about how do I not spend money. It's about how do I invest money and get more back than I'm investing. And I think if more people obsessed over that as an affiliate marketer and just instead said, how do I do this profitably? I think the game ultimately does start getting a little easier at that point, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I agree with you completely, because it's, and I talk about this in my Elite Affiliate Pro webinar that you guys can listen to at igor.ac, where there are a few reasons why, in my opinion, people fail with traditional affiliate marketing. And we're going to talk about the difference between traditional and non-traditional in a sec. But with traditional affiliate marketing, what you're doing essentially, you're getting on ClickBank, you're finding some product in the marketplace. That's what me and you were taught, isn't it? Like, we were taught to go on ClickBank, rank it by gravity, and whichever has the best gravity, go promote that, because supposedly most people promote that, so it must be the highest converting. But the problem is that when you run a $1 per click traffic to a $17 commission a product, then you need lots of $17 commissions to cover even 100 clicks, which you need to make a sale. So how do we tackle that? Like, what's your approach to flipping the script or to making the money math work?
Yeah, good question. So I think, there's two ways ultimately for me. I'll start with the one that's my favorite, and that's bigger commissions. Promoting products that whether upfront or whether you're cutting on like back end stuff or upsells, things like this, that ultimately pay you bigger commissions. Like you said, we're in an age right now where a lot of products, I won't say all, but let's say a lot of products are under the $50 mark. It's usually a lot of times under the $10 mark, right? I mean, like you say, I've got a book, it's less than $10. But as an affiliate marketer, that's not going to pay any bills. You are not going to be able to get traffic. I don't care how cheap you can get clicks for, or where you get them from. You are not going to be able to turn a profit if you are only getting a cut of a $10, $20, $30 product. It's going to be extraordinarily tough. So for me, I like to look for things that pay those big commissions. If I can find something that's paying me $500 a pop or $1,000 a pop, and on rare occasion there's potential to get higher if you're in certain programs or opportunities, that is going to, in and of itself, that's going to make the world a difference. You don't need many $1,000 paydays to be able to replace your day job, right? In fact, I think most people could probably quit their day job if they were earning at least, say, $3,000 or $4,000 a month. Not saying that's all they want, but most people could become their own boss as a full-time super affiliate if they were making at least a few $1,000 a month. So you don't need many $1,000 commissions to make that happen. One a week. Instead of I need 20 sales a day at $10 or $20, now you need one a week. And so that's one big thing that I love to find is big commissions. But in addition to that, I would say it's like it's finding more promotions that you can run. You know, it's like if you can build like a campaign and a follow up that's just continues and just doesn't stop. You know, I love the idea now that I've got my business in a position where I can essentially pour leads through the front door and know that, like, hey, those guys are going to hear from me every day for the next X number of months. And in amongst those follow-up campaigns are dozens of different promotions. And some of them are smaller commissions, sure. Some of them are big commissions that pay me four figures. But there's a lot of them that keep going. You know, and so I think bigger commissions is huge, and just finding multiple products that can help your audience. Recurring commissions being another one as well, right? Inclusive of recurring commissions. I mean, one thing I always laugh about, it's small in the grand scheme of things, but Aweber have paid me. They used to send a check, but thankfully they now do it digitally. But since 2009, and I only promoted it in a free ebook I gave away in like 2009, I've received between $100 to $200 a month every month since 2009 from Aweber. And it's like little things like that. If you can have multiple streams of income, recurring commissions, small commissions, big commissions, like you start turning the tide on this whole profit and loss game in affiliate marketing.
Yeah, I think the passage of time, especially with recurring commissions, is important. But the biggest by far for me was the high ticket affiliate marketing. It completely flipped the script for me. It changed everything. It made my promotions profitable to an extent that I couldn't fathom. My first ever high ticket promo was to a mutual friend of ours, who shall not be named at this time. And I've made over $100,000 in commissions from that entire promotion in the span of like a week or 10 days or something. I mean, can you like it was hard for me to believe. Like I was just sitting there and I really felt, was that a glitch? Like, is my account glitching? Is that a bug? Is it gonna go down to back to zero or something? But it was truly epic because that week, what I learned is, sometimes people ask me, especially when they come in to buy solo it's from me, they're like, Igor, what offer should I use with solo it? Should I use a low ticket offer? Should I use because a high ticket won't convert, or because you need more traffic to convert a high ticket offer, blah blah blah. They kind of look at it as a matter of, the higher the price, the more people need to see it before buying it. But I found that to be totally not true. I found that there's a price for every customer, and there's a customer for every price. And I can actually send 100 clicks to a $2,000 offer and make, three sales, while I'll send the exact same amount of traffic to a lower ticket item and make the exact same sales. In fact, I'm running a promotion right now where I've sent 250 clicks to an offer that's less than $20, and I've only made five sales. Now, I'm pretty sure I could have pulled five sales for a $1,000 item from the same amount of clicks. I did that before. I do it all the time. The money math completely changes when your commission is multiplied by a factor of 10 or 20 or 50, and it allows you to send small amounts of traffic and make big commissions. So I think that's pretty important to distinct. But of course, it's not the only thing that changes the mathematics, because the recurring part of it is great too. But there's another element about which, of course, I like to talk about, and I called this show after it, and it's your list, which you mentioned. Your follow-up sequence is full of all kinds of different offers. And to this, I have a question, which I get all the time: is, are you not afraid of like having people see you promote lots of stuff? Like, are you not afraid of them being offended with that or something?
Yeah, no, good question. I think it's about, well, different people are going to have different perspectives on this. My perspective is that when somebody joins your list, they're doing so because of a couple of reasons. Number one, they're interested in the subject matter of whatever you're offering, right? Number two, they're really saying, I'm not where I want to be and I'm looking for help, right? So I look at every single person that's on my list as somebody that is looking for somebody they can trust to give them some honest guidance to move closer towards their goals. Now, If I've only got one thing that can do that, I'd only offer them that one thing. But if there are many things that can do that, then why would I not present them with those things? It's not for me as the email list owner, it's not for me to decide what my subscribers will or won't buy. It's my job as the person that's created this audience to continue to seek ways to help them and present those ways. And if they then, everybody's as an adult, everyone's a human, and everyone should have the right of freedom to decide what they will or won't do. And I see it as my responsibility to introduce them to those opportunities, introduce them to things that I believe can help them. And just to be clear, I'm not going to present them with offers just because I think it can make me a load of money. I'm going to introduce them to offers and solutions that I genuinely and truly believe can help them. And I'm going to give them the opportunity then to have the chance to look at that thing and have the opportunity to say, actually, yes, thank you, Dean, for showing me this. I do believe it's something that I want right now. Because here's what I found, as I'm sure you have and anyone with a list has found, is that different offers are going to be right for different people at different times. It's like anybody that wants to have a business needs to know about how to drive traffic. Anybody that wants to have an online business needs to know how to build their list. Anyone that wants a business needs to know how to do email marketing and the whole array of subjects, right? But if I take 1,000 people on my list, not all of them need to know about how to drive traffic today. Not all of them need to know today about how to build a list, but some of them will. And so I need to continue to present my list and my audience with opportunities that I know can be in areas that they need to learn. I believe can help them. And then they need to decide, hey, yes, it's right for me right now. This is a perfect time. I need to learn about list building right now. Oh, this is a fantastic opportunity. I was just investigating ways to drive traffic. This couldn't have come at a better time. To me, the worst thing in the world would be is to have an audience of people that have said, hey, Dean, I need help. I need guidance. And me to say, well, I'm not going to show you anything because I'm scared. I don't want you to offend you, or I don't want you to unsubscribe. I'm so afraid to show you stuff that I'm going to say nothing. And well, hopefully someone else will help you. It's kind of like just leaving someone outside at the side of the road, lost in a desert, and then being like, hey, I'm hoping someone will help me and get me back to safety, and just driving by and being like, bye, I had the chance to help you, but I won't. That would suck.
Yeah, and it's a paradigm shift, because what I think a lot of people who do affiliate marketing don't realize that whichever niche we're talking about, whether it's supplements or business opportunity or crypto, I think people enjoy buying the things that they buy. I think it took me years to understand that. Like, for some people, buying supplements is like a thing. When I think about what's a good way for me to spend my time, and what's a good way for me to make to have some fun, right? They actually will go and research supplements and read studies about the different hormones and thingings that help with Alzheimer's and make your brain function better and improve your sleep, and make your testosterone levels go from 3.5 to 3.65 in 2 weeks. And they'll like go into that stuff, and they'll have fun with it, because that's their passion. Somebody who's interested in living longer and having a higher quality of life, they will attend every webinar about supplements, new scientific discoveries. They'll go to the stem cell clinic. They'll go and check things out, and they'll be happy because they are interested in the topic. Like, I was just talking to a coaching student of mine, and I was telling him that, like, I get emails from this exotic car racing thing. One of them is in Vegas, and another one is here in Toronto. And whenever they got an email going out, I'm like reading the email. The recent one was about the premiere of the movie Lamborghini. So they're like actually doing like a private screening. Now, I'll be away at a seminar at the time, so I can't go. But that was exciting email to see. It's like, hey, come in, pay $50. We'll do a screening. You'll get to meet other car buffs and whatnot. So I mean, that was like an exciting, unique offer that I haven't seen before. And the other thing to consider about hitting up your list with offers is this. They just don't see all the offers. It's something that I'm finding lately, is that you could be mailing 10 times harder than you are right now, and yet still the vast majority of your list will not truly see like the offer that you're putting in front of them. So they might have missed the previous 5 that you were promoting. Like I have this common experience where people kind of reactivate themselves in my list or activate themselves for the first time after like a few years, of being on my list. Keep getting emails, getting emails until they finally decide to act on something. So you definitely can't make that decision for your subscribers. You're better just be presenting them with opportunities and offers, because that's why they subscribed in your list in the first place. Like there's been a study done by Adobe that confirmed that people actually give you their email in order to receive offers, and I think that it kind of goes over people's heads sometimes.
Yeah, no, it's a great point. And, I think one of the things is, I think some people obviously, and I think I can understand this, I think I used to as well, but, it's very common for people to have a fear around actually making an offer and selling stuff, right? I think a lot of times people associate sales with something negative. Maybe they've had a negative sales experience themselves. So they have this attachment that making an offer, selling something is bad. And, I actually look at it the opposite way now. And I think I maybe said it. It's like, if you've got something that could help somebody, it's actually bad to not tell them about it, isn't it? Like, it's like, I would be annoyed, if somebody knew that I had a goal in my life and they had something that could help me move towards that goal, and I found out sometime later that they hid it from me or kept it from me and didn't say anything. Like, I'd be like pissed. I'd be like, what? You knew that I was moving in that direction. Why on earth wouldn't you tell me about that? And they're like, oh, well, I was scared that you wouldn't like it. Well, give me the damn chance to say I don't like it. Tell me what it is. So, yeah, I think people just got to, just realize, if you're presenting good stuff that can help people, that's the key. You should never be ashamed or afraid to present something that you genuinely believe can help. And the only time you can question yourself is if you know deep down in your own gut you're doing it for the wrong reasons. But other than that, no.
It's funny you say that, because I remember I was doing my own phone closing many years ago, and I had this guy who came in on the call, and I can tell he's broke. I can tell so he's telling me he's got like 7 kids, haven't had a job in 3 years, and a really sob story, And I'm like, damn, like if I tell this guy how much I charge for coaching, which at the time was $8,000, I was like, he's probably going to get upset with me. So I did the absolute worst thing I could have possibly done, while thinking that I'm doing a great thing. So what I said, hey, you know what? It just sounds like this is not a good fit for you. It sounds like you can't really afford, what I've got here, and I don't want to like insult you by pitching you, and for you to only tell me no. You know what happened? This guy, he got so upset with me. I must have, really bruised his ego by saying that I'm refusing to pitch him because I feel he can't afford it. Like, he actually got upset, genuinely upset, and really made me, like, shamed me about it too. Like
Wow.
for the that was probably the only time somebody got angry with me on the call, and I didn't finish the call kind of united in mutual respect, or shaking on it. Like, this guy actually left the call with a bruised ego, and when I finished the call and I hung up, I sat there for like 10 minutes, and I couldn't believe that I made this terrible mistake of telling somebody what they can or cannot buy. That was
Yeah.
That's when I learned, like, people make their own decisions with their money, and they buy emotionally based on what they want, not even what they need,
Yeah.
based on what they want. So I am to never ever decide for anyone
Yeah.
whether they should buy something I'm promoting or not. um right, so we're actually coming up on time, because we don't really have much time today, but I will invite you again on the show, I promise, because the conversation just flows so well. But before we let you go, can you tell us a little bit more about your book, and where can we find it? Where can we get it? Like the URL, the website, or should we just go on Amazon? Like, where do we get your book?
Yeah, sure. No, I appreciate that. So, essentially, I call it the iceberg effect. It's the untold secret to affiliate marketing success, because by all accounts, it's going to explain all the things that you probably don't know. If you're stuck and struggling as an affiliate, this book's going to tell you why, and we've kind of touched on one or two of those things, I guess, today, and some of the stuff that you're going to learn inside the book. But, I really break things down. I think some of the common feedback we get is that finally people can make sense of it all. Because I'm not going to sit there and say people are clueless, because chances are you're listening to this, you bought a lot of stuff, you've read a lot of stuff, you've watched a lot, but it's piecing it together now and making it work, and so you're going to learn things like the 4 core areas of focus. If you feel overwhelmed and confused about what exactly should you be doing when every time you fire at that computer, if you feel lost and overwhelmed and confused, let me eradicate that. There's only 4 things you should be doing, so that the book is going to show you that. It's going to explain exactly how to structure things and just guide you from start to finish on how to create a profitable affiliate marketing business. And my whole goal, I feel, for people that actually focus on it, you really can. It really is possible to go from an absolute beginner to generating a full-time income of at least, say, a few $1,000s a month in 12 months or less. I did it myself when I followed this process. I've helped to date, I can tell you, because we recently ran a report, I've helped 1,152 people as of today start making an income online as complete beginners. And I'd love to add some more people to that number. So, do you want me to just give a direct link, or do you want to give a link? Yeah, so it's at icebergeffect.com. So you just go straight to icebergeffect.com, and we only charge shipping and handling. We give a bunch of great stuff that you can get started with whilst you wait for the physical book to arrive. So we give you the audio book for free. There's a video masterclass version all inside the members area. So literally, $7.96. You get the book in the mail, and you can get started immediately with all the additional training.
There you go, guys. So go to icebergeffect.com and get the book. I'll also include the link in the show notes. So if you're listening on Spotify or Apple or Google, then you need to go to listbuildinglifestyleshow.com and you'll see this episode. Just click into it and you'll find the show notes and the transcript of the entire episode in case you want to reread it. And the link is icebergeffect.com. Go get the book. It's only less than $8 for shipping and handling, but you get the physical version, the audio version, the video masterclass, and I'm assuming some other goodies as well in the package.
Yeah, there's 7 other bonuses. One of the ones I'll mention, if for anybody that's kind of feeling the struggles in life right now financially, I came from 60,000 in debt, so there's a few little tricks I learned along the way to actually put more money back in your pocket before you even do anything. So yeah, there's a bunch of some great trainings that you'll get immediately as well.
Awesome. So again, icebergeffect.com, great book. If you liked our book, then you will love this one. If you're interested in becoming a full-time affiliate marketer, if you're currently trying to build an affiliate marketing business but struggling, or if you're just curious about affiliate marketing in general, that's a great resource to start. And you should get it at icebergeffect.com. Again, the link will be in the show notes as well. So, Dean, man, it was a great pleasure having you on the show. Like I said, I will bring you on again. I don't think 30 minutes is really nearly enough. So expect another invite. And until then, have a good one.